now we're talking about the strategy of building your audience and then creating a product for that audience. So if I were to ask you, how do we get to do that? Or when we have clients that say, okay, that sounds great, but how do I get to do that?
Yes.
What would be the strategy for that?
So it depends. First of all, most of our clients and most people out there listening probably already have a product. So obviously, if you already have a product, you can't necessarily use the strategy to the full extent, but you definitely still can create an audience. A few examples that we kind of already mentioned. One is Food 52, which recently just got acquired for over $100 million. They basically created a news or a food magazine website, basically, and YouTube channel, and basically media company around food. And then they started selling on their site to their audience, kitchenware, different food stuff, basically anything that a foodie would be interested in. Another really good example is actually a bigger company, Bon Appetit, who's been around for a long time. They used to be a magazine. They still are, but now they do a lot of digital. I think they have 6 million subscribers on their YouTube channel, and they get tens of millions of views on their videos, and they do a phenomenal job. And I was looking at how do these guys make money, because they do really high production value YouTube videos. And anybody who's tried to make money doing high production value YouTube videos knows that the AdSense money that you get from YouTube doesn't pay for the bills.
Yeah, that's not it.
But I went to their site and they have a whole shop catalog there. And I said, okay, that's how these guys make
So
their
you
money.
did mention something just now. You said a media company. That is actually key, or two keywords
This
that
is
are very
an example.
important. Because you said that all these companies, apparently they have in common that they create first like a media company, whether it's actually a multimedia company, let's say, because they have YouTube, they have press, they have print, they have website and all that
Now,
stuff, and blogs,
obviously,
articles, and then they develop. That's how they build their audience, right?
keep in mind, Bon Appetit has been around for a long time.
course.
They're a big company. They can afford to do a lot of things. You don't have to be everywhere in the beginning. But focusing, in their case, food is a very visual thing. So YouTube is their biggest platform for a reason. But if you're, whatever, like for us, our biggest platform is probably podcasting and blogging, because that's how people learn about business strategies. You read and listen to podcasts. We do video too. Obviously, we're doing video podcasts, but for us, the biggest is podcasting and blogging. So it really depends on what you're selling. You have to ask yourself, most of the time when someone makes a purchasing decision, are they making a decision based on the visuals, based on knowledge, based on whatever? And you have to decide the medium, because in the beginning, you don't have the luxury of creating 10 different mediums at once. But Bon Appetit is a great example of a company that did exactly this. They were a media company. They didn't sell their own stuff.
Right.
And now they do. And that's their biggest revenue source.
So is that something, do you think these companies that start with press or print media or any other type of channel, they say, hey, we have an opportunity now to capitalize on the audience that we built over the years to start selling products? Or is that?
Yeah,
I don't think that was part of the original strategy.
No. I said, I think on a few podcasts ago, I said, if tomorrow you told me, okay, David, you are now the CEO of XYZ media company, okay, whatever it may be, pick whatever one, and your job is to double or triple the revenues over the next 5 years. And this is already, I'm talking about a mature company. My main thing would not be trying to grow ad revenues or even necessarily subscription revenues. My main thing would be trying to create products or services around my content that I think the current audience would be interested in, and then basically sell those products. Because when you sell an ad for $5 per 1,000 viewers, you're making $5 per 1,000 viewers you have. Right. But if you create a product and for $50, and you get one person out of the 1,000 viewers, you're making 10x the amount of money. So that's what I would do. And you can do that now without even